So this is the cornmeal bread recipe from James Beard, who started it all. He was the master of it all. And it started off with a batch of polenta that we mixed on the stove, and that was the base that you added the yeast and the flour to. And I'm really curious to see how that polenta, because when we were mixing it, you could see chunks of the polenta in there. And I'm wondering, when you bite into the bread, are you going to bite into chunks of polenta, or is it all going to be married in there now? It looks pretty mixed in now, but it smells more yeasty than it does cornmeal, so I'll be curious to see what it smells like. Smells good. But I'll be interested to see if the cornmeal flavor really has permeated the bread, or if it's just going to be because the cornmeal was not. Maybe the cornmeal mixture, the polenta that we put in there, should have been more in a liquid rather than as chunky and pasty as it was. So we shall see. Feels good though, lad. But I think we need to knead it a little bit more. So we get in position for kneading, which is on the floor. It's better. You can get a better grip this way. You can get more leverage. And if you put this board on the carpet like we have, then it doesn't slip and slide. So this is really the perfect, and then because in this position you can get over the bread and knead it really well. It feels really good though. It's going to be really interesting because I like a dense texture. So if it gets too airy, I don't like that. So we made an oatmeal bread and a cornmeal. Basically the exact same recipe, except one has a cornmeal polenta base and the other has a steel oats base.
I like airy.
We'll see what it does. Now we're going to cut this in half. Try to catch it up with the other one. Kind of smells good. I'm a little afraid of it over rising. I don't want to have that too sour a taste. Well, we'll see. Remember how that kolach came out with a sour flavor, or sour smell? Not a sour flavor, just a sour smell. Let's see how that looks. I'm not so sure there's supposed to be that many holes in it. Mix this. Put this in the tin. How's the oatmeal? See, we got to catch up because we want to cook them at the same time. So you can see the oatmeal one has the steel oats dispersed throughout the bread. So I think every time you bite into a piece of that, you're going to, get a crunch of that, which I think is going to be really good. So we'll see in a couple hours. We still need to double rise and then bake it. So we won't know probably until probably 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Which we shouldn't be eating bread by then anyway, but what the hell, you only live once.